Hey yo, what up? This is Music G repping the Underground Army. You're tuned in to Jay Steels and Act Reacher 45, The War Report. Tuesday nights on YouTube, live and direct is the show. Saturday nights on 93.3 FM, CFMU, giving y'all that new news and hip-hop interviews.
What it do, what you saying, what it want, it's your favorite, yeah, your most hater, or fella back for another one, yes, back for another one. This is the Steven Hero listening session, live on TWR Presents. We live on YouTube, we live on Twitch. This will be rebroadcasted on 93.3 FM, the live and direct show on CFMU.ca. 9 to 10:30 on Saturday nights. Y'all go tap into that. But once again, salute to all my YouTube family. Smash that like button as you fall on in. Y'all know what it is. Once again, this is the Steven Hero listening session. We about to embark on some more dope hip hop. We've been having a good couple weeks, of good music, good listening sessions live in the war room. The standard doesn't drop off tonight. You know what I mean? With Steven Hero coming in all the way from St. John's, New Brunswick, in the dig. St. John's, New Brunswick. Now, smash that like button as you fall on in. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Let me bring in my co-host, Judge Galvatron, Harlem Act Reacher 45 in the building. Get the dig.
World premiere.
Fox can do it all, bro. Like, Fox will pull up from the 3-point. He gonna go to the bar hot dunk. He Harlem dude. Of course he can ball, man. We got this.
Hit him like Reacher. Homie, I'm a teacher. Hit him like Pac. I don't need a feature. Nah. Hit him with a dope hook. Got him leaning off the ropes. Look.
Yo. Pull up that song there, dog.
Got the judge in the building. Judge Galvatron, say what up to the people. Tell the people where they can call you at and all that good stuff.
Yo. Salute to my brother Jay Steels. Could you hear me?
Yup.
All right. Salute to my brother Jay Steels in the listening session. Make sure y'all check us out on the Boxing TPs, on the Clubhouse app. Become a member of the Boxing TPs, and make sure that you check us out at the Jab Jamboree on YouTube, and follow me on Instagram, Berserker_boy. Salute to the Queen Tay Tay, salute to the chat, salute to the LDBC, my usual suspect brothers. Ready for a good listening session.
Indeed. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, American Thanksgiving. Of course, it's not Thanksgiving over in Canada. We done had our Thanksgiving the second week of October. But happy Thanksgiving to you. Happy Thanksgiving to the Queen Tay Tay, the Queen of MMA and Combat and Entertainment. You know what I mean, over there. You know what I mean? Is your belly full? Did you eat good?
Oh yeah. I still got a little bit of leftovers. I might just finish that up. I really could have finished it. Well, I guess I didn't want to kill it that quick. I think my Aunt Deb called my old phone number. I think she wanted to give me a plate. But yeah, I'm pretty full. I'm satisfied.
Indeed. Okay. I mean, so you ready to listen to some good music then? I mean, some truth hip hop, some trill hip hop, you know, dig. But before we get into that, most definitely, in love and memory, winter is coming. You know what I mean? Cheryl Lane hoodies, joggers now available, designed and inspired by my mother's impeccable style. You know what I mean? So y'all know what it is. Shop usualsuspect6.com. Link is in the description. New line of fall and winter wear. You know what I mean? From Cheryl Lane, specializing in home decor and ladies accessories. So y'all go, make sure y'all go check that out at shop usualsuspect6.com. What else we got popping there? Title tees. You know what I mean? A whole line of title tees are available. You know what I mean? You pass go, get your property up. You know what I mean? Get your property up. Title tees are now available. A nice little stocking stuffer for the holiday season. You know what I mean? Definitely the holiday season is upon us. You know what I mean? So definitely go check out that. Flows Only is definitely in the store. Shout out to Jack Mills and his exclusive line of apparel. Flows Only, definitely in the store. Fox, he got some new line of collection items in his collection as well. Loving that Rap Sheet t-shirt. Link is in the description. Most definitely, link is in the description. Next Tuesday, November the 29th, we got Jack Craven. Live in the War Room. He was in the CFMU studios with me last Saturday and absolutely tore up the booth. So I invited him to the War Room. He's coming back for a listening session, so we're looking forward to that. If you haven't subscribed, make sure y'all subscribe. You know, dig, because hit the bell icon for you, that notification. You know what I mean? Because y'all want to be in store in the War Room for that. Also Thursday, December 1st, you know what I mean, the turn of the month, we got Phoenix rap recording store, or R&B recording store, I shall say. Richie Evans will be in the War Room for the Richie Evans listening session. That's another one y'all don't want to miss. You know what I mean? So hit the bell icon for that notification as well. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's what's going down, Act Reacher. That's what's going down for the next 2 listening sessions. Smash that like button as you fall on in. If you got a wrench, Tay, you know what I mean? You know what to do. You know what to do with it. But without further ado, let me bring in the man of the hour. Stephen Hero. You in the dig. We got Stephen Hero in the building. Tell the people where they can follow you at and all that good stuff.
What's going on? I'm Stephen Hero. If you don't know who I am, you can find me on all the online stuff, man. Instagram's a good place to start at Stephen Hero 506. I'm streaming everywhere. I'm on TikTok now, Stephen Hero Hip Hop, YouTube.com/Stephen Hero 506. Yeah, so I'm pretty much everywhere, man. Doing it.
That's what's up. Salute to Stephen Hero for passing through the War Room. You know what I mean?
Thanks for having me, man.
This is not really your first time. You kind of indirectly been in the War Room.
Yeah, that's right.
And let's tell the people how you've been on the War Room indirectly. Now, Ak Reacher, you remember March Madness, the March Madness tournament? Ak Reacher must be halfway in his plate. You know what I mean? But we'll let that slide. You know what I mean? But last year we had the March Madness tournament, March Madness music tournament. And my guy Steven Hero, it's too late now. You know what I mean?
No, I was fighting with the mute button. Yeah.
Well, my guy Steven Hero was in the March Madness music.
Yeah, but you were saying that do I remember that? And okay.
You must be on a little bit of a delay.
Okay, so he was, like you said, indirectly on the show.
Anyways, let me just cook. You know what I mean? Let me cook right now, bro. All right. So,
yeah.
Yo, fall out and fall.
I'm gonna come out and come back in.
You delayed right now, bro. Yeah, this is what goes on sometimes with these virtual listening sessions and whatnot. Yeah, the connections are delayed and so and whatnot. But yeah, we're gonna make it do what it do. But yeah, you was on the March Madness music tournament, you know what I mean? And you was I think you made it all the way to the semifinals, if I'm not mistaken. But in the quarterfinals, I think you faced my boy Fox.
Oh yeah.
My boy Fox.
Nice. Shout
and
out
it was
Fox.
it was an all maritime, you know what I mean? All maritime quarterfinal right there.
Oh,
you know what I mean? And yeah, you ended up taking the W, you know what I mean, and moving on to the next round. You know what I mean? And that might have been the first kind of introduction to y'all or knowing each other or whatever, because I see as of recent, y'all got a video together, you know what I mean? The 90s, y'all collaborated, and yeah, so yo, tell me how that went down, you know what I mean? From being opponents in a competition and now collaborating on a track.
Yeah, because we didn't really know each other like that before that, and then but I knew, like, I was hearing his name and stuff, because it's a small province out here, right? So pretty much know of everybody doing hip-hop kind of in New Brunswick, right? So I was hearing his name and stuff, and then I can't remember if we started talking on Instagram. I think it was Instagram, and we had a show coming up together in the city here in St. John. So he was coming up, so he hit me up before he was coming, and he was like, "Man, I got some beats. Like, if you want to hop on a track with me or something," and I was super down with that. So he sent me a couple beats, and I've been super busy, so it took me a minute to get around to it. But then I was I had to go to Moncton for a conference for the Music New Brunswick Awards and the showcase and stuff that weekend. So we were both at the awards, so we linked up. We were all all the sort of hip hop people were hanging out at the awards. And then at the awards, we were like, "Man, what are you doing tomorrow? Like, we got a little bit of spare time this weekend." Like, me and my buddy Jared Just is always with me. He's like my manager and videographer and everything. And we were like, maybe on Saturday we'll shoot something. So Fox brought some equipment, and I had Jared shoot it. And we just kind of had a good time with it, man. We just hung out and got some cool shots. It was a beautiful fall day and everything. And the song's kind of nostalgic, right? So we thought the kind of fall leaves and everything would be nice. So we just kind of had fun with it, man. The simple kind of point and shoot videos, some good shots and fun tracks. So yeah, came together just kind of naturally like that.
Indeed. We live in the War Room. This is the Steven Hero listening session. Make sure y'all smash that like button as you fall on in. Share that stream. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Y'all know what it is, you know what I mean? We listening to some true hip hop, you know what I mean, in the War Room this evening once again. Now, I asked this question to Fox, you kind of gave me a lukewarm answer. You know what I mean? I wasn't really satisfied with the answer. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna ask you, another native of New Brunswick, you know, dig. Tell me the differences with regards to like the hip hop scene. Who has the best hip hop scene because there's three kind of big cities, or it's three cities in New Brunswick, am I correct? There's St. John's, there's Moncton, and there's Fredericton.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Who got the better hip hop scene? Who got the better artists? Is there any type of competition amongst the three cities?
You know what, man? Honestly, like, I don't think that there's really like competition city to city like that, because the scene, like the population here is not very big, right? So like the hip hop scene in New Brunswick is more kind of like the whole province is kind of the scene, you know what I mean? Like there's some people in St. John and some people in Fredericton. I know Fredericton seems to have more like, or maybe not even now, like for a while there it seemed like Fredericton had all the young guys and St. John was more like the older guys like me. But now I'm noticing like this weekend there's like a hip hop show happening on Saturday that's like a bunch of young guys, and like a lot of them I don't even know. So I think there is like new stuff coming up. But I feel like the province is kind of the hip hop scene rather than like broken down by cities, just because there's not that many of us. You know what I mean? Like it kind of takes a whole province to have like a hip hop scene, because it's just like not that big of a population. And we have rappers and stuff like, you know, from outside of those cities too. And so they kind of like are part of that scene too, you know, like we have like groups like City Natives, or like somebody like Wolf Castle or something who's like not from any of those three cities, right? So I think, yeah, it'd be hard to break it down city by city like that, just because they're all so small, right? So I don't know, that's the way I see it. But I think like there's definitely some dope artists now though, like the scene's in good shape, I think. And the East Coast in general, like I feel like New Brunswick and Nova Scotia have a lot of like, and PEI too, and Newfoundland, like there's a lot of connection there just because it's kind of the East Coast, like the Maritimer thing.
Yeah.
And I think like over the years, like in the past, there's definitely been like a chip on our shoulder over here. Like I feel like people think that the East Coast kind of gets like downplayed or like not taken in the right regard or whatever, as far as like the hip hop scene. At least that's how people sometimes feel out here. So that, like, I think that used to cause like division or whatever, but now I feel like it's more connection now. Like I feel like there's more like artists
galvanizing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, which is nice, man. It's nice to see.
We got this video up on the screen. It's called Leinster.
Leinster, yeah.
Leinster. Tell us about this track. This track we about to get into. This is the first track we about to get into in the session. Tell us about this video you shot for it.
Yeah, man. Me and Jared and my guy Mike, Michael Shabazz, that's on a few of the songs on the album. He did the drone footage for me. But basically, like Leinster is just a street in St. John that I lived on. I lived on a lot of streets in the South End here. Like I live in the South End now, and I've lived on like 5 or 6 different streets here. But Leinster there, I lived there the last year before I moved to Halifax when I was like young. So I was like 19, 20 or something. And that was just kind of like a sketchy time for us, you know what I mean? We were like, me and my buddy Al lived on a place on Leinster, and we were just like super broke, man. And like, just like, we're in that time in our lives where like, it's not like the people around us were like bad people necessarily, but it was just like a lot of people just into some bullshit, you know what I mean? Like, it was just like a lot of bad energy around, and like fights breaking out between people. And like, you know, there was a guy that we hung out with that like had beef with some other guy that we hung out with, and like they ended up jumping him, and it was this huge thing. And it was just like a lot of that kind of negative energy. And like, we were just like broke and like trying to figure it out. And we thought like we should maybe go to Halifax, get to like a bigger, like different city, change the scenery and stuff. And it was hard, man. It was hard to get the move done because we just didn't have any money. So we like, the way we did it is we basically just went without for like a long time. We just stopped paying our bills, and then like the lights got turned off, and like hot water got turned off. And then the last couple weeks we were living there, we had no power, no hot water, but we couldn't spend any of the money because we knew, like, you know, I think we had like $1,000 or something to like get a truck, put everything in it, get to Halifax, like pay a damage deposit, like get in a place. So it's just like stressful time, man. And we were doing lots of blades back then. I don't know, some people call it hot knives, but we were doing blades, we called it, where you put like the two like butter knives or whatever in the coils of the stove and heat it up, and then you just do like little. We used to do that to stretch out the weed, so you could buy like a dime bag, and then like everybody that you were hanging out with could get stoned. Anyway, so that's kind of like what we were trying to do in the video. It's just like,
yo, that's some new shit to me. Blades, man.
Yeah, that's some like super broke shit from back in the day, man.
That might be some East Coast. That means some East Coast shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it might be, man.
Oh, I ain't never heard of that before.
Some people call it
you was
hot knives,
something else, bro. To be honest, when I saw that in the video, you know what I mean. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into Leinster. You know what I mean? The old avenue, so to speak. You know what I mean? Stephen Hero listening session. Once again, this will be rebroadcasted on the Live and Direct show, 93.3 FM, CFNU.ca. Yes, we got Ack Reacher back. Let's get it.
Yeah. Early bird getting the worm right out the apple. It's a hassle trying to grovel for whoever got the gavel. Lime green vinyl cracked and broken on the gravel. Trying to find your rival and remember who's beside you when the bills add up and the lights go out. When the pills pile up and the fight comes out. And I run the orange power cord up around the corridor from the bottom to the third floor, right to our door. A couple of weeks of boiling water to bathe. And fuck it, load a truck up, we leave unscathed. But man, it's only been a week, and I miss our old weed friends. Slide of grams of hash under the door for the weekend. We're smoking like a chimney drifting over the refinery. Stomach starts growling, makes me feel a fond memory. Blunts in the closet, baby blades in the kitchen. Dish pit jockey with a pin and a pendant. We gotta grind all week, buddy, to keep the roof up, to buy back smokes and a smoke up. Hold up, you know what? We gotta keep the pace up. Hold up, baby, maybe turn the bass up. You gotta scrape the pipe out to get the resin out. That's what I'm about. Put the pop bottle to your mouth. I got you served, dog. You gotta serve me next. Fuck stress. Can't stop smoking or watching the Up and Smoke tour. Dick's open market, but my heart's often spoke for. Fighting embarrassment on the nights I was stoked for. Try to bum a couple of brews and some smokes for. You see me at the Nini's, I was buying a Lucy. Trying to get my pen to work on soaked loose leaf. So no, it don't move me, I'm just driving it to me. Everything and anything to keep me on 2 feet. I cast a broad net, trying to net for broadcasting. Cats are all next till they see what the grind costs. If you don't love it, you should leave it alone. Sometimes you gotta leave for them to love you at home. I drug it out the mud in my basement alone, just in case it don't go how I want it to go. At least know I showed you how you can flow with the line. I only got the stove for putting the time in. I'm shining. We gotta grind all week, buddy, to keep the roof up, to buy back smokes and a smoke up. Hold up, you know what? We gotta keep the pace up. Hold up, baby, maybe turn the bass up. You gotta scrape the pipe out to get the resin out. That's what I'm about. Put the pop bottle to your mouth. I got you served, dog. You gotta serve me next. Fuck stress. Yeah.
Microphone phenomenal.
Smash that like button. Stephen Hero listening session. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is. That was Leinster. We talking about the old block. In the day, we talking about the old block. Yes, indeed. Make sure y'all follow Stephen Hero 506. Right on Instagram, on IG. You know what I mean?
Usual suspect 6.
And get him on YouTube as well. Subscribe to him on YouTube as well. And get those views up. You know what I mean? The Leinster video is definitely available right now. In the dig, Ack Reacher, you back live? Are you delayed or you good?
I don't know. It sounds like it's good. Am I good?
You sound good, no. You sound good. You got some questions for Stephen Hero?
What's up, Ack?
Yeah. What's going on, bro? I'm sorry. I
good,
got
man?
caught a little cold jogging. You know what I mean?
Oh shit.
I just want to know what was your influences growing up, whether industry or whether it was somebody personal in your life. What inspired you to rap and make music?
Yeah, man. Honestly, man, when I was a kid, man, I lived in the middle of nowhere, right? And like I was born in '88, right? So I was a '90s kid in rural New Brunswick. You know, I lived like just outside of St. John, basically. So the way it came into my life is just by chance. Like my I don't know did you guys have this when I was a kid? There was this thing, I can't remember what it was called, but it was like you could buy a bunch of CDs. It was like 10 CDs for $1 or something like that. And
Yeah, Columbia House.
Yeah, that's right, Columbia House. Yeah, so my parents used to use that to do Christmas shopping because they could get like 10 CDs, and that, you know, my dad had 7 kids, so you know, you could get a CD for everybody for $1 or whatever. And one year, my sister got Puff Daddy and the Family No Way Out, and I got like a Boyz II Men CD or something, and I didn't really know what either of them were, but my sister wanted the Boyz II Men CD, so she traded me for the Puff Daddy tape, and man, that tape just changed my life. Like it just
No Way Out changed your life.
Yeah, dude. Because I never, like, I didn't really know hip hop before that. You know what I mean? Like, this is not.
What do you mean, Steels? That was a good album.
I love that.
Yo, bro, it's ironic how you name that album in The Connection. You know what I mean? Because I'm uptown.
Okay, yeah.
I'm not gonna it's a fire album. I ain't gonna lie. I'm just surprised. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, it's just like
No Way Out that did it.
Yeah, it was just random, right? But like, you know, when I was that age, the only stuff I knew really was like the stuff my parents listened to, and like that stuff was good too. Like, you know what I mean? My dad was really into like Jim Croce. I love Jim Croce, and like, you know what I mean? My mom really loved like country music and stuff, and my nan listened to like a lot of like Elvis and like Tom Jones and stuff. Like, you know what I mean? So that was the stuff I was listening to growing up. So when I heard No Way Out, it was like it just changed my whole concept of what like a music thing could be, you know what I mean? Because there was like skits on it, and they're talking, and he's praying, and like, you know, it's like it said on the back, executive produced by Biggie, and then like I found out that Biggie had died. Like, it was just like so interesting and crazy, and you know what I mean? Like, it's got like All About the Benjamins on it and shit. So it's like there's some like crazy good songs on, and like it was the first time I heard Jay-Z, I think, was on that record. Like Jay-Z's got a feature on there. Yeah, and like the Locks and Mace and Big and everybody. So like once I heard that, then I started looking for this stuff. And like, you know, back then, before you could find it on the internet, it was like, you know, I started buying, like, I used to do little like mowing lawns and shoveling driveways and stuff like that when I was a kid. And then I would go like buy or steal like Source magazines and stuff from like the you know, the news outlet or whatever in the mall. And I had my sister's friend had Ready to Die on CD, and he didn't like it, so he gave it to me, and yeah, that was like mind blowing too, right? Like Ready to Die was really kind of what showed me like rapping, like
that's
you know,
how
like
I got my
rapping.
first Ready to Die CD. My friend gave it to me.
Oh yeah,
didn't like it.
Yeah, it's crazy. I was like, how can you not like this? Yeah, and then it just went from there, man. You know what else? My dad used to buy compilation tapes like crazy. Like they were super cheap back then, and he had a tape deck in the minivan, and he used to buy any compilation tape just to try it, like whatever it was, like Dance Mix 96, like whatever. And he bought Grammy Rap Nominees 99, and he would play it. We'd listen to it in the car, man. And that 99 lineup is crazy. Like that was the first time I heard Busta Rhymes, Lauryn Hill, Tribe Called Quest. You know, I can't but there's a bunch of people on there, right? But Beastie Boys, like it was the first time I heard a bunch of like stuff that I ended up loving forever, right? And then in grade 6, man, I remember I was watching Much Music. At like, I feel like I was like at my nan's apartment or something in the North End watching cable, and the My Name Is video came on, and Yeah, and I was like, oh shit, like, you know, because that song is like, it's real. Like when you're a kid, you know, the song's kind of tailor suited to like, you know, 12-year-olds to get into rap music, right? And the dude, he kind of looked like me and stuff, so it was like, I remember watching that video and thinking like I could do this too, you know. Yeah, and then I've been a nerd ever since. And I love all kinds of music, you know what I mean? Like I play a few instruments and stuff, and I produce and everything. But hip hop's like how I got into music, and it's like it's my passion and like the thing I care about the most, you know what I mean? So, but that's how I got into it.
Speaking of production, this next track we're getting into next is Money Kid, and it has I would say an abstract type of format to it. Are you responsible for the production for this beat?
Yeah, man. Yeah. Honestly, man, I never did a lot of hip hop production until last year. Like last winter, I just kind of like dug my heels in. I watched a bunch of YouTube videos, and like I had made a couple beats here and there, but I didn't really know what I was doing. So last year, I just decided like I really want to like learn this craft a little better. So, you know, I started watching more stuff about it and practicing and stuff. And then I made, you know, I was just talking about Dad's compilation tape. So I made an EP called Gold Collection. And the idea was to like chop up samples direct off of old cassettes. So I had a little tape player here on my desk, and I was just like pulling samples straight from these old compilation tapes and just chopping the hell out of them into MIDI and stuff, and then making beats around it. And then I got an audio engineer guy that I know in the city helped me mix it. Because I was starting to hit a wall when I was trying to mix it. But yeah, it's like it's a little bit like off kilter or something, like the way that the beats constructed. But I like the way it landed. It ended up being kind of cool. And then I got a guitarist to do like a guitar solo at the end that I liked. So. Yeah, I'm happy with how it turned out, but it's a little bit different, eh?
Yeah, no, you ride it heavily. You know what I mean? I'll definitely say that. You know what I mean? But let's get into this Money Kid. You know what I mean? Once again, this is the Steven Hero listening session live on TWR Presents. Make sure y'all smash that like button. Poll us in the chat. Let us know what's your favorite track we playing tonight from Steven Hero. But hold your votes. Money Kid. Let's get it.
We don't need Mike, we need y'all. We need y'all. We need y'all. We need y'all. I don't have enemies, just haters and nosy neighbors. Not to belabor the point, let me paper this joint. Baby, taper your coin, I'm on a chase to be greater. Later, I'm on a crusade to cape for creators. I know this shit sounds effortless. I'm trying to make the heads go exorcist. Extra quick, looking for a couple Lexuses to exit with. Wear necklaces till my exes is extra pissed. Wait, eat the rich, use the carcasses. I come from the bottom, baby, and we ain't wasting shit. Fuck it, if you're standing with me in this bitch, pick a pick, so you can prove that you knew me when you could still get to me. Bet truly, I said I can't let bullshit get to me. It's not about the Benjamin, or whatever piece of shit is on my money, kid. Ain't a damn thing funny, Yeah. It says a lot about you if you're not feeling me. I switch lanes frequently but keep the same energy. Don't speak to me with enmity. Your tendency for jealousy is recipe for penalty and pen and cold classics. A whole other entity. Put respect on my name when you mention me. My perspective has changed, don't play with me. Boy, you know that game is sold separately. That shit is so tepid, but I'm hot incessantly. Stop testing me, penning with the wit of Patrick DeWitt. It's whack when you spit, you went in your bag. That's a sack of shit, patchwork city on my back. Looking ill as shit, it's not about the Benjamins or whatever piece of shit is on my money, kid. Ain't a damn thing funny,
Polls in the chat. That was Money Kid. And you know what? I might have slept on that shit. You know what I mean? Because it's like the first verse, I'm like, okay, yeah. And then the second verse, it's like you really start riding the shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then and then I really start like, yeah, now I'm starting like I'm getting into the beat, you know what I mean? Now I understand the beat, you know what I mean? Because your delivery over it was immaculate, bro. You know
Thank you, man.
So yeah. You saw Utah. Mark Wunderlich in the building. He's giving you fire emojis. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That ain't easy from Utah, bro. You know what I mean? So, salute Mark Wunderlich in the building. You in the dig?
I'm always trying to I like trying to find different pockets and stuff. You know what I mean? Like that's why with the beats, when I make them, I try to not always. Sometimes it's nice to just do a straight up sample, but sometimes I want to kind of test the limits a little bit and play around with the pockets and stuff. And I've been rapping since 99 or something, so it's at this point sometimes it's nice to just lay in the cut and do what you do, but sometimes it's nice to try to find something a little bit different to play around in, and I feel like Money Kid was kind of that. I was trying to come up with a beat that maybe it's unlikely that I'm gonna get sent to me, you know what I mean, and see what I can do with it.
I feel you. Ek Reacher, how'd you feel about Money Kid?
Did we lose Ak again?
Yeah, we lost Ak.
Damn. Damn, lost him again.
But y'all know what it is. Smash that like button. This is the Steven Hero listening session. X fell back in.
There it is.
My bad.
Man, so so how was how was you feeling, Money Kid?
That shit was dope. That's my favorite one so far. I like
man.
That beat is fire.
Thank you, man. Appreciate that.
Indeed. We got Acre 45 back in the building. Make sure y'all subscribe to him right here on YouTube, the Jab Jamboree. In the dig, the Jab Jamboree. You know what I mean? Now we about to get into this next track. Tell us about this. You know what I mean? Interesting title for a track. You know what I mean? Trash.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Let me say it in my 503 voice. Trash.
Hell yeah. Yeah, man, this song's just kind of I call it a bar fest, you know what I mean? It's just me and Mike kind of just rapping, my buddy Bryden made this beat. We did a EP together this time last year, where he made all the beats, and I love Bryden's beats. They're weird, man, but they're hard. And this beat was one that I wanted to send to Mike because Mike's real lyrical, and I knew he would kind of stomp on it. And Mike's one of those people, man. Michael Shabazz is his name. He's one of those people that when I send him something, I know he's trying to rap me on it. I know he's gonna try to bite my head off, and that's kind of always what he does.
He's also from New Brunswick too.
Yeah, he's from right here in St. John. Yeah, and he's super dope. And I met him way back in 2010. We did a show together here when I was living in Halifax. I was on the road. I came up and did a show, and that's how we met. And we just kind of would stay in touch a little bit here and there over the years. And then when I got back home and I started digging in and getting serious again, he was one of the first people that I reached out to, and I sent him this beat. And I think I had my verse already. I sent him the beat with my verse, and the way I start the track is skinny white trash, pinning my raps, and that kind of I thought that was fun. And then Mike starts his verse the byproduct of a BIPOC mother and a white pop, and it was kind of like a funny thing that we like both started our verses like that. And then I just called it trash, like off of that first line, because the word kind of felt like the beat a little bit, like it's just like a crazy beat, I feel like. And so that's that, man. I just wanted I think that's the first track me and Mike did together, so that, you know, I just kind of wanted to give him something real dope right at the gate and see what he did with it, and he delivered for sure, man.
Word. Once again, we live in the war room. This is a Steven Hero listening session. Once again, salute to the usual suspect 6. Tap in to After Hours. Supreme Beats Boxing Talk is live right now as well, in the dig. But we about to get into this right here, right now. Trash. Steven Hero, Mike Shabazz. Let's get it.
Yeah. Simple.
Yo.
Yeah.
I don't think you got the name right. This shouldn't be called trash, but we gonna see what it do.
Skinny white trash, pinning my raps. If it's true that you laughed, you need to kiss my whole ass. The past is the past, I'm past all of that. Bumping fact in the ride, wave high when I pass. Had the bro though take a photo for complex. God, I gotta confess, I got a complex. Spit the shit simple, but I rip the shit complex. Could've been a convict that got caught up in conflict, that got off of that nonsense, that got back on this raw shit. As for my process, I toss it off constant. I work to exhaustion. Your work is exhausting. You think you're a boss, you must be breathing exhausting. In the top 10, you are lost. Worse than John Locke is. Don't bat me the eyelash, I'll bill you and dip. You act like the wait staff, I'll give you the tip. Prepare with precision like it's repair in the kitchen. Taking care with the pen while still repairing the stitching. You were shitting a brick, ripping out hair, I'm in stitches. This shit is funny, bro. You made some money though, pulled the rope flowing so I know you love it though, hey. You need to look at your priorities, an author with authority that still says fuck authorities. I don't give a fuck about your money, I don't pocket watch, tick-tock, I'm making hands move like a pocket watch. If you're at the end of the rope, like a pocket watch, I'm just a crook off the hook, look, just stop and watch.
Yeah. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. No problem. Check it. I'm the byproduct of a BIPOC, mother and a white pops. Live a fully charmed life cause my third eye wide enough to turn me into a cyclops. So I grab arms and make time stop. When I speak shit leak like a side op. Set of shots like a tripod, but they click more like a 5th generation iPod. Trip like a 90s R&B playlist, but I'm not your average Joe to see. I don't break a key sweat when I say this, bro. When I ask who do it like me, I wanna hear it. Nobody, that's my shit. When you see me in the West singing at the top of my lungs, better mind your goddamn biz, I'm the shit, boy. Lyrically, I'm vaxxed. Set the bar in Mars and brought back a new strain of stars. Guess you could say I'm out of this world when I rap, I'm sick, boy. Mitochondrial flow, food for thought, I devour. Converting the power and part in the ocean. Recording the waves when you sound like you surf in the shower. Just skimming the surface with no real purpose of selling your souls like kicks for purchase. I'm rare, couldn't walk a day in my pair. Share the same air, I'm a solar composite. We polar opposites, look, don't stare. I'll burn your oculus, show you apocalypse. Y'all yell, oh, let the birth of shyness kids. Birth like conquerors, serpent, stop the bitch, split the continents. Conjuring energy to dust my enemies. I say with confidence, yeah. Shabazz ain't hero, the flyest human form of higher consciousness. Let's hear that.
That's a fun one.
Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is. It's that fire Steven Hero listening session. That was trash. Featuring Michael Shabazz. In the dig. Once again, polls in the chat. Let us know, you know what I mean, by the end of the night, what's your favorite track that we playing tonight from Steven Hero in the dig. Yeah, that beat was fire. Whole verses were fire. I definitely like the way you flowed off of your verse. You know what I mean? And I see what you were saying, how Mike Shabazz is trying to, you know what I mean, try to one up you, kind of spitting in the double time and whatnot. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's what he does, man. I love it. Steel sharpens steel, man. You know.
Yeah. I like the way that track came together. Most definitely. Ak Reacher, how you feel about that?
Again, the beat selection was fire. Was feeling the delivery on the track. I still like Money Kid better, but definitely I love your beat selection, bro.
Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Yeah, Bryden Crane is his name, and he's super, super dope. We're working on some stuff right now for later this year, so. And he keeps getting better, like his beats keep getting better, so. Yeah, we got lots more coming. And me and Mike got more coming too. We actually just shot a performance video together that's going to be coming out sometime in December, but we went down to Pristine. It's like a retail shop in St. John's, super dope, independent retailer, locally owned. We went down there and did like a performance where we did 2 of our songs, and then at the end we did we put a break beat on and just did like a back and forth, like 4 bars kind of performance. So yeah, that'll be coming out probably later in December.
Usual Suspect 6.
That's what's up. Steven Hero listening session. We live on TWR Presents, YouTube and Twitch. Once again, this will be rebroadcasted on 93.3 FM, CFMU.ca. In the dig. One question I haven't yet to ask you is the songs that we've been hearing. We've heard 3 so far. We're about to get into the 4th one. Voila. Are these part of an album, or are these singles that you just been putting out?
So the first song, Leinster, and this song, Voila, are both on an EP that I just put out like last week called Patchwork 2. It's like a 5-song EP that's all produced by me that just came out. So check that out. And Money Kid is off of Gold Collection, which is a 5-song EP that I put out in the spring. And then Trash is off of an EP that came out almost about a year ago that me and Bryden did together called Eat the Rich. So there's 3 different projects I was pulling from for that one. But this one, Voila, Mike's on this one too, along with Mecca Matumbo, who's a good friend of mine, also from St. John, currently in Toronto. But yeah, this one's off of the EP as well, Patchwork 2.
It's a usual suspect. That's what's up. We about to get into it, you know what I mean? Live in the war room. Voila.
Live for the wins, that's why the game played. He wanna be LeBron on a long heat wave. Blame King James, made it cool to be a hater. Either do it for your city or you do it for the paper. Now, what you looking mad for? Whip a nigga ass though. No tools, old school, meet me at a flagpole. Holla back, where you at? Where my cash though? Monopolize. Pass go on my last roll. Treat a chick like a hit and I'ma smash those billboards. Drill more, even steal yours. The fuck would I chill for? Break walls, peel doors, nigga doubt, bring him out, give a clown exposure. Eyes don't see what the mouth don't show you. We at the home stretch on some household yoga. Used to work like herd slaves, John Wooden with a word search. Couldn't match my wordplay on my worst day. Now I double my pay for them Chris Tucker bucks. I ain't done much since Friday. Y'all are fucking up, yeah.
I can still smell the ashes, burning plastic on my mattress. I can still see bro getting his ass kicked for a last $6 and a hash shit. Feeling like crap, but also feeling fantastic. A feeling like that you can't match. On my hip, click on the anti-skip. Back when the gram had to get you and your man lit. Grab a couple of the knives and stick in the coals quick. Couple of hits of this and I slip like a North slick. You need to get off my dick and stick to the tour bit. Eat the rich, whether you grilled it or broiled it. Braise it or fry it fine, but you're in denial with it. Shit, the seals rips and now I'm pissing like the fucking nihilist. I'm a nihilist, or more so a moralist. A walking North Tour advisory board, bitch. And the thing, you were so quick to ignore this. I mustered up a fuss, no I must get, but fuck up some more shit. Steven Hero, baby, come on, ooh, yeah, come on, ooh. Steven Hero, baby, come on, ooh.
Yeah. My shit is intense, these rap tracks that pass through my synapses. Deliver them like a shooter to medullas. Leave your noodle in the lap of Jacqueline Onassis. Shabazz is the one behind the bars, but framed Harvey like Roger Rabbit. Life moving too fast, gotta pull over just like a starter jacket. Working on my vocal range, so really this is target practice. Catch me on the web like a black arachnid. Rapping victims, some who think they fly to feral wings like the Hot Ones Challenge. Yeah, say my name enough or let the beast fly. Don't end up like Thomas J trying to escape a beehive. Been ill since knee high, now that I'm over 3'5", I see life through 3 eyes. My pineal, sharp as pine needles, vision revised and hit the green like tea time. And if I get the munchies, grab my honey, eat the feline. There ain't no recline or relax, I'm too dope. I relapse, I bent arms through ink just like a sleep tab. Believe that. Yeah, believe that.
Okay. You know what I mean? More fire, you know what I mean? Voila. You know what I mean? There you have it, you know what I mean?
That was fun, man.
In the ballroom, TWR presents the Stephen Hero listening session. Yes, indeed.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Go ahead.
Oh, no. That one right there. Now I take it back. That one right there, man. What was that one called again?
Voila.
Voila. Oh,
Put it in, put some French on your ass. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fun, man. That's a fun song.
Speaking of which, you in New Brunswick. I noticed when I was up there, cooling with Fox. It's like half English, half French. Can you speak French?
Yeah, I can speak French. Not great. I can do it like if I'm in a French spot or like, you know, like I've been down through Quebec a couple times and stuff, I can like order myself food and like all that stuff. But once I start getting into like a real conversation, I start to sound pretty dumb.
Yeah.
You know,
Same like me.
When I was before, I don't drink anymore, but before when I was drinking, I used to go down to Quebec and I used to get a drink on, you know what I mean? And like, I remember the drunker I got, the better I thought that I was in French, but there's no way to know if I really was or not.
Indeed.
But I took it in school and stuff, but I took it up to like grade 8 or something. So there's a lot of stuff still in there, but I'm missing a lot of keywords and phrases and stuff too. Yeah.
You speak any French in Romero's house?
No. Romero, yeah, no. There's all English in that track. I did one time. I wrote a rap in French when I was in grade 7. For my teacher, we were supposed to like try to write like a poem or something in French class, and I asked my teacher if I could write a rap instead, and I did like a French rap, but I can't remember anything from it now.
Indeed.
But that's the only time I ever tried to rap in French in the 7th grade, way back in 2000 or 2001 or something.
Tell us about this last track we're about to get into, Romero's house.
So Romero House, this is the same 3 people actually. Mecca Matumbo and Mike are both on this song too, and it's my beat again. This one is also on the new EP Patchwork 2. Mm-hmm. So yeah, this song, the last song, and the first song Leinster are all part of this EP Patchwork 2 that I just put out. And this one here, man, it's just it's a track where like I wanted to have a couple songs on here that were kind of like posse cuts with me and the fellas.
Usual suspects.
I feel like when the 3 of us are on a track together, man, it's just like good chemistry, and like we have different styles, but in my opinion, like complementary styles. And so this one, I just wanted something like a little bit like darker and stuff. And Romero House is actually a food bank here in the city, here in the South End, like 4 blocks from me right now, whatever. And Romero House has been a mainstay in St. John for a really long time, and I mentioned it in my verse. I pulled that out for the title because I always support the food banks. You know, I did like a series of shows here in 2017 where we did a show every month and we gave all the door money to the food bank and stuff. So that's kind of part of my thing. You know, it's like community stuff in the city. So yeah, Romero House is just a food bank that I like supporting and stuff. And I mentioned it in the lyrics because I had, I've been at a certain point in my life, like I had to go to the food bank, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's where that comes from. And yeah, we just kind of barred out on it, you know?
Indeed. Once again, we live in the war room. Poll is in the chat. Let us know what your favorite track we playing from Stephen Hero tonight. This one's called Romero House. Let's get it.
God bless the ungorgeous, ugly hung portraits that disturb, scare off birds from front porches. Cat still caught with his tongue under a corset. Play a run game, I ain't even run on the court yet. If God don't love ugly, the dummy get punched for it. Try to fund this company, run me a dumb fortune. I want enough money to fund me a plush fortress. Real estate, relocate to a place where sun's scorching. More money, more problems, and coming with some extortion. You nobody to somebody gunning for your importance. Laugh when you rap on tracks, who that illest? All cap, keep it all fact, who that realist? Yeah, rhyme on track, kill it. Find that, grill it on a Pyrex skillet. Identify as that villain in a higher stack building. Bombs wired and attached to fiberglass ceilings. Never rhyme that brilliant. You trying to find that, a diamond in a mine shaft. We don't align, but don't you mind that. Take your little time and rewind that. Death is less than disloyalty, and really that's how the crime stack. Thief take money, liars take what you can buy back. You get bypassed, colliding on my track. Ill-advised, ain't no man alive can survive that. You'll die fast.
Yeah, they can't survive that. While I kick these killer alive raps. Yeah. When the blues is like an 8-track EP, I wish it would stick to the interludes we skipped on CDs. I try to keep my head high like inner tubes positioned in the wheelie, but each day can drag on Khaleesi. Wake up and repeat, drown myself in DPs, screaming in my head till my inner voice is hoarse as sea breeze. Dreaming of a beach cold drink, warm sea breeze. Born on the East Coast, mind off in Fiji, cold off the top still like Rockies out in BC. But when shit get like this though, my mood flip, looking in the mirror like who's this? My happiness fitting on the tip of a toothpick. Can't think straight like I'm picturing two dicks, but really I'm just trying to bury my face in two lips till I drown in it, and I'm pushing up two lips. What a way to go though. Imagine finding that underwater lost footage on a GoPro. Cunning linguist, my girl tell me I could go pro. Thought of being famous make me anxious, like when you show a pic and someone starts swiping quick over photos. You never see my dick though, just amongst pics of my kids like kid, dick, kid. No, I need that summer judge up like DC to go. Like gadget plus a few W's like Woo logos. Vanilla skin mixed with cocoa. I need that vitamin D to feed my melanin, please the least no, yo. Peace to my bros. I gotta go, I hear them coming though. Whoop whoop, that's the sound of the po-po. Yo.
Rappers tuck in your verses, hit the rehearsal till you work less nervous. Y'all got bars like cells with no service. This shit cold like a cellar with no furnace. Trying to sell your soul to sell it, but is it worth it? Baby, maybe you can tell these words hurt it. Surname Elliott, you can tell it how I work it. I'm a writer, producer, performer, engineer. I'm an exciting reclusive recording shit in here. A lot of people trying to be I wanna be proof. What I do is for community, especially youth. I would never tell you news is actually truth, but they got you confused like they do this for you. Meanwhile y'all are parched, no pot and no window. All these oligarchs at the vineyard poppin' vino. All this bullshit about somebody got slapped. If you ever been outside, you know better than that. Bro, it happens, relax. I got a fresh pack of classics. All I need now is the matches. Rappers need to get off their asses. I've been working since Harborview to dismantle classes. All these rich kids winning, hoarding money and insignia got us holding our dicks and the receipt for the Bricklin. A motherfucker had the nerve to call me arrogant, like I wasn't at Romero House embarrassed shit. It's apparent how I'm parented this palate and this passionate. First I lit it, then I passed the shit. Give me an ashtray quickly. Baby, I gotta get these verses off, then come get me. I'll be ready.
Stephen Hero listening session. TWR presents. Smash that like button as your phone on in. That was Romero House. You know what I mean? Poll us in the chat. Let us know what's your favorite track we played tonight. And there's a bunch of them. I mean, there's a bunch of them. Trash, Voila, You know what I mean? Leinster, in the dig, Money Kid. Let us know. The poll is in the chat. But we're gonna do a little bit of rapid fire questions real quick before we get on out of here.
Let's do it.
Dig. Now, I already asked you about, you know what I mean? There's no competition between the three cities in Brunswick and whatnot. But let me check the temperature in New Brunswick with regards to the World Cup. You know what I mean? Because over here, you know what I mean? Over here in Ontario, specifically, I'm in Hamilton,
right?
In the dig, and the temperature's hot. The World Cup, Canada ain't been in the World Cup since I've been alive. You know what I mean? And I'm an OG. You know what I mean? Right. I'm older than you. You know what I mean? So, what's the temperature like for the World Cup down east?
Man, I don't know, man. I'm not a good person to speak on it. Like, I'm not really like a sports guy like that. I know people are psyched about it. I know that.
Usual suspects.
I don't know, like specifically, like how everybody's feeling or whatever. But I mean, I think everybody's kind of turned up about it, right? Like, it's just like you said, right? It's been so long, so I feel like everybody that's like paying attention to that is like super tuned into it. I'm like not the biggest sports guy. I like watching games sometimes with friends or whatever, but like I don't follow it like that. But yeah, it's exciting, man. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like people are pretty psyched about it.
Big up Teach in the chat. Big up Teach. You know what I mean? Salute for passing through in the dig. We live in the boardroom. We got Stephen Hero under some rapid fire questions. Says he don't really mess with sports. I don't know what you're talking about. Pretty much, you know what I mean? In the polite New Brunswick way, in the dig. Let's talk about the food real quick. You know what I mean? Here in Hamilton, I would say the staple street food, fast food you can find like real quick. That's probably everybody's pretty much go-to is a chicken shawarma. What is the go-to in St. John's, New Brunswick? And me, hold up, because when I went to Moncton, I mean, there was this spot, I forget what it's called, bro, but they got these things called the lobster rolls.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Lobster roll and some fries, bro. Oh, it was on a dinner roll, and they put some like fake. No, it wasn't fake. It was real crab meat and some type of mayonnaise and slaw or something. Like, man,
yeah,
that was off the chain. But okay, I'm gonna let you speak. What's the go-to in St. John's, New Brunswick?
Man, I feel like there's a couple if it's the summer, man, the lobster roll anywhere in New Brunswick is the shit. Like that's what you want, right? And like fish and chips, right? I feel like for me, I like diners a lot. We got a lot of diners around here, and like that's kind of like you go to the diner and you get like a clubhouse and fries, or a lobster roll if it's season, or like fish and chips, like big fish and chips place for sure. And like donaires, and pizza slices and stuff. If it's late night, like after the bar, there's a spot uptown, pizza place, Julius Pizza, that stays open till like 4 or something, and that's kind of like. Now me, I'm not drinking anymore, so it's been a minute since I was there, like in the middle of the night. But we used to always end up there. It would be like the after hours, like kind of unofficially. And they sold beer there too, so it was kind of like the bar was shut down at 2, and then the Julius Pizza would just be rammed. So it'd be like everybody who was still up from the bars would all kind of be. So sometimes it could get kind of like sketchy in there, you know what I mean? Some shit that sometimes might go down when you got that many drunk people crammed in a small place, but. Yeah, that would kind of be the spot, like for the late night. It's like a Julius thing. But we don't have a lot of street food here. You know what I mean? Like we don't have like a lot of food trucks and stuff. We do sometimes like out on the east side, where like in the shopping district and stuff. Yeah. And in the summer, like when they have events going on and stuff, then you'll get like the hot dog cart and like stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah, lobster rolls are expensive, but lobster's expensive, But it's worth it. I mean, that shit is delicious. Like lobster rolls are so good, man. Yeah, love a lobster roll.
Okay, we always ask this question to all the artists that pass through Particularly the Canadian ones. You know what I mean?
Usual
Because I like to show my American brother on the panel that Mary Brown's chicken reigns supreme. Let's see if it reigns supreme with you. Is it KFC, Popeyes, or Mary Brown's?
I honestly, man, I prefer Mary Brown's, and I love KFC too. I like one thing, like when I was younger, we always used to do KFC on Father's Day, so I have a lot of good memories of like getting a bucket of chicken on Father's Day and stuff. So that, like, you know, I do have a special place for it. Popeyes I've had or whatever, and like it's good too. But Mary Brown's, I think, is the one that I would go to the most, like on purpose. You know what I mean? Like I might make a point to go get some Mary Brown's. I love that spicy chicken sandwich. That shit is delicious. Yeah, big facts for sure, man. Yeah, and the fries, like the wedges or whatever, are delicious too, man. Yeah, Mary Brown's good. Yeah, hell yeah.
Ack Reacher, did you hear the man? Did you hear the man? He said the wedges are phenomenal. Okay, let's end it off with this right here. I mean, you got a nice little click MCs over there. Michael Shabazz. What was the other dude's name? That was
Mecca Matumbo.
Mecca Matumbo. You know what I mean? Okay. Big promoter gives you some a nice little budget. You know what I mean? To go on tour. They're giving you 3 major Canadian cities and 2 major American cities. Name them. Where you going?
Where am I playing?
Yeah.
Man. So did you say 3 Canadian and 2 American?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to New York, man. I've never been in New York. I've never been in New York, man. That's the birthplace. So
Steven Hero in New York, okay?
Yeah, I always wanted to. I wanted to go to New York since I was like 10 or something. You know? I read a lot of books about hip hop and like watch a lot of documentaries and stuff. So it's like there's so many spots in New York. You know, I'd love to just go on like a little tour, like start at Sedgwick and just like see all the spots. But yeah, so New York would be one. The other one's tough though, man. There's so many places I would love to go, man. Atlanta, New Orleans, man. I don't know. Obviously, like LA would be dope anywhere in LA. But I gotta pick one.
Yeah, you got.
I kind of want to. I don't know. It's hard
one New
because
York. You got one American, so New York.
I'm being like a tourist in my head. Like I'm not thinking about the shows. I'm thinking about which place I want to go to. Because like I want to go to Memphis. I just want to go to Memphis so bad. So I might pick Memphis as the other one. And there's so many artists that I love from Memphis too that are really influential. You know?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, you're going to Memphis. Okay, so New York, Memphis, Steven Hero in Memphis. Okay, you know what I mean? To populate the South. Okay, now 3 Canadian cities.
Well, I probably do Toronto for sure. Like if I got like a good bill and good budget and stuff, like definitely do Toronto and Montreal. I love Montreal.
Montreal's dope. You gotta do Montreal.
Yeah, you gotta do Montreal. And then for the third, man, I don't know, like probably somewhere that I haven't done before. Maybe like Vancouver or something.
Usual suspect.
You know, somewhere I've never been.
Indeed.
Yeah, let's say Vancouver maybe for the other one. That'd be nice.
I would say Vancouver's a good choice. Or Eve, Calgary's dope too. Shout out to Jack Mills. You know what I mean, out there in Calgary. The scene out there in Calgary is definitely popping. Even all over Alberta. Shout out Edmonton as well in the big. But let me tap into this poll in the chat, you know what I mean, and see what the people think. You know what I mean, about what track he was feeling, you know what I mean? And damn, it's a split 50-50 right now, you know what I mean? Between trash and other, you know what I mean? So we're gonna go with Ack Reacher. Ack Reacher, what is your decision? What is your final decision on what trap we should encore this Stephen Hero listening session with.
It's like usualsuspect6.com.
Ack, you there? Lost in the rap.
Might take a
You know
second.
what I mean?
Seafood restaurants are expensive, man. Each is right. But seafood's expensive, man. I got some friends that like I got a buddy that used to work on the lobster boats, and the work that goes into that, man, you can see why it's expensive. It's like them boys are working like crazy, man.
Shout out Todd Miller, Mills Grills, Instrumentals, in dig. Yeah, actually, this is a guy you need to connect with, Steven.
Who's that?
Mills Grills.
Mills Grills? What's up?
Yeah, he in the chat right now. You know what I mean? Yeah, he got some dope beats that are definitely, I think, your forte that you could definitely rip.
Dope, man.
I think that combination would definitely gel and mesh. You know what I mean? So yeah, shout out Mills Grills, Todd Miller for pulling up. You know what I mean? He knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. You know what I mean? Because this dude doesn't even always pull up, and now all of a sudden he pulls up for Stephen Hero. Yeah, this dude knows what he's doing. Look at him. Steals, new pack coming your way too. Been a minute. Yeah, you know what's up, man. I mean, salute to the homie, bro. You know what's up. You know what I mean? But oh shit. Got my brother Cadillac Red in the building. Suspect number 2. Supreme Beast Boxing Talk. You know what I mean? Y'all go make sure y'all tap into the replay after hours. They must be off by now. You know what I mean? We on simultaneously. You know what I mean? Music over here and social topics over at Supreme Beast Boxing Talk. You know what I mean? So if y'all didn't tap in, make sure y'all go over there, tap in, and smash that like button. You in the dig? Supreme Beast Boxing Talk. SB After Hours goes down Thursdays, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Y'all know what it is. Usual Suspect 6. God damn it.
Usualsuspect6.com.
Ack, you back? Second plate. You back in the second plate. You know what I mean? It's all good. You know what I mean? I'm gonna have to make the decision then. And
usual suspect.
Yeah, I guess we're gonna have to go with. It's hard to say, man. I like Romero's house too, but trash. Going with trash.
What?
Ended off with any shows, upcoming videos, let the people know, and tell the people where we can find your music, lastly, and all that good stuff before we get on out of here.
Yeah, man. Thank you so much for having me again. Really appreciate it. Yeah, I got lots of stuff coming up, man. Like, I just put the EP out, and right now I'm actually working on a full-length album. I got a grant from an arts organization here in New Brunswick to work on a record, so I'm working on a full-length now, and we're gonna do some videos for that, and like we'll be rolling out all the details for that. But I'm going to Halifax next weekend, doing a show, a little mini hip-hop festival there called Hug Fest at Gus's Pub in the North End. So I'm going to be performing in Halifax next week, and while we're up there, we're going to shoot a little video at Ocean Floor Studios, which is a really dope studio in the North End there. We're going to go there, and me and Lavender, who's like a super dope hip-hop artist from Halifax, we're going to link up basically and do like a cool performance video. Me and Mike just shot a performance video, so we're going to be rolling that out soon. So yeah, lots of content coming, man. Like we always try to keep super busy and keep feeding it out there, and like we'll be booking more shows and stuff too. But after this Halifax show, I'm gonna be staying at home and working on the record and stuff, and get ready for the spring, and should be booking some shows and stuff into the spring, summer, and trying to get festivals and shit like that. Yeah, so lots coming up for sure.
That's what's up. That's what's up. You know. Well, once again,
hit me up on Instagram at Stephen Hero 506.
Indeed, Stephen Hero 506. You know what I mean, on Instagram. Stephen Hero right here on YouTube as well. Make sure y'all subscribe to him on YouTube. Run those numbers up. You know what I mean, to the videos, the Leinster video that you see up on the screen right now. You in the dig. The video feature collaborating with Fox 90s.
Yeah, hell yeah.
You know what I mean? Up right now, you know what I mean? Also on usualsuspect6.com front page, you know what I mean? So you can go tap into that as well. But once again, salute for passing through Stephen Hero in the dig, and definitely hit us up and pull it back up when you got a new EP, new LP, mixtape, what have you, you know what I mean? We definitely want to hear it and display it to the people. But y'all know what it is. It's your favorite, yet your most hated R fella. Salute to the Usual Suspect 6. Shop Usual. You know what I mean? The Hamilton collection is available now. Link is in the description. You know what I mean? Yeah, y'all go check that out. Pages of different lines, different collections. You know what I mean? Usual Suspects, Flows Only, Fox, Shirley Lane, you know what I mean? Rest in peace. You know what I mean? But y'all know what it is. It's your favorite, yet your most hated R fella. Salute to the Usual Suspect 6. Salute to the TWT. Salute to the almighty LDBC. Amen. And we get on.
Yeah. Simple.
Skinny white trash, pinning my raps. If it's true that you laughed, you need to kiss my whole ass. The past is the past, I'm past all of that. Bumping fact in the ride, wave high when I pass. Have the bro though take a photo for complex. God, I gotta confess, I got a complex. Spit the shit simple, but I rip the shit complex. Could've been a convict that got caught up in conflict, that got off of that nonsense, that got back on this raw shit. As for my process, I toss it off constant. I work to exhaustion. Your work is exhausting. You think you're a boss, you must be breathing exhausting. In the top 10, you are lost. Worse than John Locke is. Don't bat me the eyelash, I'll bill you and dip. You act like the wait staff, I'll give you the tip. Prepare with precision like it's repair in the kitchen. Taking care with the pen while still repairing the stitching. You were shitting a brick, ripping out hair, I'm in stitches. This shit is funny, bro. You made some money though, pulled the rope flowing so I know you love it though, hey. You need to look at your priorities, an author with authority that still says fuck authorities. I don't give a fuck about your money, I don't pocket watch, tick-tock, I'm making hands move like a pocket watch. If you're at the end of the rope, like a pocket watch, I'm just a crook off the hook, look, just stop and watch.
Yeah. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. No problem. Check it. I'm the byproduct of a BIPOC, mother in a white pops. Live a fully charmed life cause my third eye wide enough to turn me into a cyclops. So I grab arms and make time stop. When I speak shit leak like a psyop. Set of shots like a tripod, but the click more like a 5th generation iPod. Trip like a 90s R&B playlist, but I'm not your average Joe. But see, I don't break a key sweat when I say this, bro. When I ask who do it like me, I wanna hear it. Nobody, that's my shit. When you see me in the west singing at the top of my lungs, better mind your goddamn biz, I'm the shit, boy. Lyrically, I'm vaxxed. Set the bar in Mars and brought back a new strain of stars. Guess you could say I'm out of this world when I rap, I'm sick, boy. Yeah, mitochondrial flow, food for thought, I devour, converting the power, imparting the ocean, recording the waves when you sound like you surf in the shower, just skimming the surface with no real purpose of selling your souls like kicks for purchase. I'm rare, couldn't walk a day in my pair, share the same air. I'm a solar composite, we polar opposites. Look, don't stare, I'll burn your Oculus, show you apocalypse. Y'all yell, oh, let the birth of shyness, kids, earth like conquerors, serpents, stop the bitch, split the continents, conjuring energy to dust my enemy.